Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am going to grab some water because I forgot to bring that over with me. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Cuppa Joy on this beautiful Wednesday morning. How's everybody doing? Let's get you in here and get you finding the live so that you can share it out with others. So I am going to take a minute, and if you would as well, let's share this out on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you may be finding it from. All right, so I'm waiting for people to find the live, and we'll go into our hearts and do some heart brain. Andrea, there you are. Thank you for finding it, for sharing it. And I got to turn my finger off on my phone. Let me find it. There it is. And share. See if we can get our P family in here. Okay. Got some sharing done. We brought Charlie in. Good morning, Charles. Okay. Well, it is a beautiful, amazing, wonderful morning. Sun is shining. I'm shining. and the peas are flowing in here. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go into our hearts and connect in through the breath, touching your heart center. Slow down the breathing. Breathe in deeply into your lungs, filling them completely, and then filling them some more. Take another breath in after that first breath. And envision that breath moving up from your belly button all the way up to your heart, and then up to your brain in your head. We're going to connect the two brains, the heart and the brain, and then see it flowing out through the crown chakra, releasing anything that's not yours, anything that's not for your best and highest good. You're going to let it go with ease and grace, not pushing it away, but just releasing it like you're letting go of a balloon. And then we're going to do it again. So take that deep breath into your lungs. Hold it. See it moving from your belly button up your body. Everything comes up. Your spine straightens up. You sit up a little taller and connect and add in some love. You know how to do that. We are such a loving family. So add the love in and release anything other than love. Let that go. And the last one, breathing it in deep, bringing it up your body. And when you get to the heart, place somebody there. Who are you going to hold there in your heart? Who's getting a heart hug from you today? And just allow that energy to bring you higher and higher and higher as you send out love from your heart and you receive love back into your heart. What a great way to start your day, isn't it? All right, so who do we have coming in? Linda Lemieux, good morning. And our Brandy girl is here. Kathy Hand is here. Annie 7, Kathleen Caputo. Leo. And Donna Sandoval, good morning to you. And Annie says, 3 years ago today, Teri Angel and Auntie Jean Lorio came to visit. We certainly did. We visited you on the bayou there in Louisiana. And what a beautiful time that was. Brandy, ease and grace. That's it. There's no rush. We have gotten in such a bad habit of trying to rush everything. You know, we want instant gratification. We want, we don't want to wait, right? We don't want to wait for anything. We want to see it happen. It's like, come on, let's go, let's get it done. And sometimes it's best to just slow down. Just allow yourself to feel that beautiful energy of peace as you just sit and you're not rushing and you're not doing and you're not going. It's so peaceful and so beautiful. Sally and Tony, good morning, good morning. With the energy going around the 8.8 earthquake in Russia, truly holding, oh my goodness, I forgot about your grandson that's up there. So absolutely holding all of those that are deployed right now, but especially those who are in an area of danger. And that earthquake was horrendous last night. And the thought that it could cause a tsunami, especially in beautiful Hawaii and the West Coast, and we have peas on the West Coast, but anyone who's in its path, let's pray for their protection. Okay, Deirdre, I have the prayer list open so I can easily go in and add Michael. Let me do that now, and then I'll share my wonderful announcement, which I think some of you already know. Okay, Michael, and I think it was Perone. Let me get back to it. Michael Fanone, Fanone. Okay, got it. And now is the time to let me know if there's any additions, changes to our prayer list so I can get that done before I bring it up for us to all tune into today. Don Baker. Hi, darling. Hello, hello. All right. So, yes, I have news. I want to, before I share what it is, I want to share that Monday I talked about a new manifestation technique. Do y'all remember what it was? It's simple, it's easy, and boy, is it effective. I did this. Did I do it twice? I think I did it twice. Where you, before you fall asleep at night, you ask yourself the question, how does it feel now that, and whatever that manifestation desire is, how does it feel now that that's happened, now that it's real? And you go into the feeling of it. Don't force it. Don't think too hard on it. Don't overanalyze it. Just that simple. And you do it 3 times. You don't dwell on it. You don't do anything other than ask the question, feel the feeling, do it 3 times, and go to sleep. That is the manifestation technique that I taught on Monday. Well, I'm happy to say that yesterday, the manifestation came true for me. I am going to Hawaii for my birthday, and I will get to spend 5 weeks in Hawaii. What a blessing. I can't even tell you how I was floating the whole time that there was the thought that it would even come true as I laid there and did the feeling of it. And then when I got the message yesterday, late yesterday, it was that feeling. It was the feeling of being worthy, of deserving it, not questioning how it came to be, because a lot of times we say, how is that possible? The universe responds to our energy. And this I have been preaching and teaching for years and years, I think decades now. So, yes, I am headed to Hawaii and I will be there on my birthday. What a birthday celebration! And I'm taking all of you with me. I wish I could pack you all on the plane with me, but I will have you there virtually, showing you the beauty of the island. And let's really pray that there's no destruction that happens. I will be on the Big Island. I'm not sure where they're predicting that tsunami to come in, the most of it to come into Hawaii. But let's all do our manifestation of keeping that water at bay and seeing healthy, beautiful energy there over the islands and all over the West Coast. So that's my big news. That's my manifestation. And I encourage all of you to get on board and do this manifestation technique. It is so easy. It is so miraculous to have something show up, and it's that easy. It's really our birthright to have what we want, to have what our hearts desire. And if it's in the divine plan, it's going to show up, and it'll show up quicker if we go into the manifestation of it. Sally says you should plan a peace poll while you're there. The worst has already come in. Okay, thank you for that, Sally. Kathy says, I know my supervisor is already on the list, but now on top of caring for her critically ill husband, she's diagnosed with cancer found on a tongue biopsy. Yes, Kathy, let's please talk. Get in touch with me and let's talk today. I want to share something with you. All right, so I will look at a peace poll going into Hilo, Hawaii. I'm going to be doing land blessings and water blessings while I'm there. So that's a big part of this journey, because this is going to be the last land and water blessing for America before it goes internationally. Now, that's not to say there won't be anything added to the states, but this will be the last stop before I head out to Egypt in November. I'll get back into the States, or back into the mainland, in October, and then head out in November for Egypt and India and the UK. So exciting, you guys. And you're a part of this. You're a part of history with this Peace on Earth tour and the connection of peace energy from country to country now. It was just state to state, and now we're international. Oh, Brandy, I hope you have a great day, honey. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's do the reading before time gets away from me. But I'm just floating right now. That's all I can say. When we bring in our heart's desire, there is an energy, a feeling like you couldn't believe when it happens. And hi, Blue Jean. Hi, Susan. Thank you all for coming in. And let me get to Angels in My Pocket now that I know Little Pocket is in the house. Good morning, Pocket and Gruffy and Razzmatazz. Did Gruffy enjoy her swim yesterday? I know she probably did, because she loves the water. All right, we are on page 69. For anybody following along, Angels in My Pocket, we're reading a page a day and loving every minute of it. And we're going to get very close to the end of this by the time I leave, I do believe. So we'll see. And I'm hoping to take some of these with me, some of all 3 of the tiny books over to Hawaii with me to share around there. That's right, Sally. One of those new crystals is going to be used in each land blessing. So I don't know how many will be done there. We'll see. You'll be in my suitcase, Annie. I know it. I know you're all going with me. All right. Your acts of kindness, no matter how small, contribute to more resilience, support, and inclusivity in your communities. Your small acts of kindness can be the light that illuminates the path for others, creating a brighter, more compassionate world for all. They really do. Those things, people, places that you perceive with your physical eyes are distractions that keep pulling your attention from the truth inside of you. As you allow yourself to merge into the oneness of all that is, that which has deep meaning to you will come along on your journey of discovery. And what I have found is if I'm focused more on the people and the happenings in the world and what's going on, then yes, I get distracted. I get pulled from the journey. I get pulled from the mission of peace. I have to stay very focused. And then when I am good inside, then that energy flows to those people, places, things in the world. So that's how it works. It has to start inside of us. Remember, the universe is endlessly conspiring in your favor, guiding you toward the lessons needed to learn for your soul evolution. Sometimes bringing awareness to a situation will help you to see if you are happy and content or if you are just settling for what you think you deserve. Now, only you can answer that question. The important thing is, dear ones, is that you have love, peace, and joy inside of you. It has to be inside of you first. That's your resonance, that's your energy that's going out. And then whatever that is that resonates at the same frequency is going to show up, it's going to come. So just envision if I thought I didn't deserve to go to Hawaii, if I thought, oh, that's not possible for me. And when I left there, 24 years ago, I was there for 2 weeks. And when I left the island that day, I had a miracle that happened on the way out. I got to see a whale out in the water and stop and watch it for a minute. And I just had the thought, I wonder if I'll ever come back to all of this beauty, because I fell in love with Hawaii when I was there. And it's been in my heart for all these years that one day I would love to see it again. That's been one of the dreams that I've had. So when I had the opportunity to go over there just now to spend the 5 weeks there in all of that beauty, I thought, yes, that has been in my realm, that has been in my vision for a while now, and I do deserve it. That was my thought. I deserve this. I'm just as deserving as anybody else who's in the running, because there was a choice that was made between me and others. And having the conversation that I had and sharing what I do made a big difference. And the online presence and the videos that have been created made a big difference. So my energy is what Hawaii is looking for right now. I just had something pop up on my screen, sorry. Okay. So that's how it works, guys. Hold your vibration high, get into the feeling of what you want to manifest. Know that you are deserving. You are worthy. We've been saying that for, is it 141 days now, I think, Deirdre? We've been saying these affirmations. I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles happen to me every day. This is one of the miracles that's happened to me. And I say these affirmations every day when I get up. Every day. I don't miss a beat. So I encourage you to say the affirmations, but not just speak the words. Bring them into your heart. Know that it's true. Know that you deserve it. Know that you're worthy of it. And then watch those miracles appear. Oh, Leo, thank you. And Kathy, you're still continuing with the God box for your nighttime manifestation. I love it. And Sally says, I would have become a surfer girl beach bum rather than return to Michigan after Hawaii. It was so hard to come back to land, just landlocked energy after being there in Hawaii. So y'all know me and the ocean and the beach. That is my zen. That's where I have peace when I sit and just listen to the waves, listen to the ocean, and talk to it. So yeah, this is definitely a dream come true. And thank you all for being such a big part of it. I am worthy and deserving of all good things, and the universe has my back. You are absolutely right, Kathy Hand. That's the attitude. That's how you manifest it. And pure and simple, that is how you manifest it. So just wanted to share the good news, and you all were a part of it because we've been working on manifesting. I think this whole year that we've been working on manifesting Mondays, and look at all the miracles that have happened in that time. And the year is not even halfway over yet. Or is it? Yes, halfway over. We're on the second half, but there's lots more to come. Kuan Yin is throwing this in there. Trust. Trust that what you feel the divine is communicating to you through the happenings around you. There is divine guidance in all things if we know how to feel and look for it. Through the heart, without silencing our intuition with logic. Now, logic would say, Teri, you can't go to Hawaii. That's crazy. You're going to be away out of the country for almost 3 months. You can't go away for another month before that. That's what logic would say. You've got to get ready for your international tour. I am getting ready by being in Hawaii. So I'm not listening to the head space. I'm not listening to the logic. I'm listening to my heart and to what the universe is showing me. There were so many signs, and I have to tell you, I have to share a couple of them. So many confirmations before I got the final okay that it was me that was coming to Hawaii. So the day I shared it with one of my very dear friends, Dr. Ruth Anderson, I shared with her the possibility of going over there. And I was so drawn to go into a thrift store where I was at in St. Louis. I walked in the front door. Immediately, as soon as I walk in the door, I walk straight to one of the racks. You all know how thrift stores are set up. Walk to the rack. The very first item on the rack was a Hawaiian shirt, a true Hawaiian shirt, made in Hawaii, a beautiful silk. And I picked it up and started laughing. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to Ruth. And I said, is this my confirmation that I'm going to Hawaii? And there's been several things that have come up after that, several different signs from the angels. One of them, I was looking at the airline, the flights over there, and one of the numbers that came up was 808. And y'all know 808 is my magic number that I manifest with. So there's been several things that have been shown before I got the final, yes, ma'am, you're coming to Hawaii late last night. And it just all fell into place. Linda, you're manifesting better health. Absolutely. Do this manifestation technique. I tell you, I live by it. I put everything that I have, I'm there. I'm doing it. I'm doing it nightly. And now I'm working, Dr. Don Baker, if you're listening, I'm working on manifesting, seeing the talisman, getting its um, place that it deserves in the Louvre, and seeing whoever needs to come forth to make that happen, come in to do so. And I know it's going to happen. Let's see what I missed. Sally, I've always believed that I had some sort of tie to Atlantis because I'm such a strong water baby. Nothing calls me quicker home than the ocean or a big lake, Lake Michigan or Huron or Superior. It just feels more natural. It does to me too, Sally. And Annie says, Mama P, I have an idea, some stickers for Peace with our contact you can leave in places in Hawaii. Yeah, I do have, I have postcards, and so I need to have some more of those printed up. I've got, I don't have a whole lot of time to do this. I've got a few weeks, and I will get that done so I can take them with me on that journey as well as internationally. So I'll be making up some of those postcards. Some of you are familiar with them. Some of you actually have them. And let's get this done. I love it. Thank you, Annie, for that reminder. I also have gratitude cards that I pass along to people. And Sally says, trust. Really, Teri? It was Kuan Yin. It wasn't me. You are really going to hammer this home to me before you leave the States. Yes. And even when I'm there. Oh, and you guys, are you ready for this? When I'm in Hawaii, it's going to be 2:00 in the morning when I do the morning cuppa. But that is not a problem. It's easier for me to do 2:00 in the morning than it is 8:00 in the morning. Seriously, because I'm a night owl. I love the nighttime. I love being up and just being in peace and no distractions at night. So it'll be 2:00 a.m. in Hawaii time when I do the morning cuppa at 8 a.m. your time, because Hawaii is 6 hours behind the eastern coast. So there you have it. All the news that's meant to publish. And prayers for Dolly. What's going on with our Dolly girl? Uh-oh, she was coughing. Okay, so let's send energy Dolly's way. And I've talked way too long. I need to get this. I need to get the list up for all of you to see, and I will read those names. And thank you, Deirdre, for posting our daily prayer. I don't know if I can scroll back and get it. There's been lots of comments, lots of excitement this morning. I love this. There it is. Okay, so while I'm pulling the presentation up, thank you, Deirdre, for the prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addiction, prayers for our troops and the USA. And Brandy, I know you asked for prayers for all touched by suicide and or dementia of any type. Thank you for that. All right, so Sally, you're usually awake at 2 a.m. I'm always up, always. Okay, let me add prayer list in. Okay, it takes it a minute to load. So let's also remember the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, those who think they're unloved, the homeless. Prayers for our troops, and especially those who are deployed right now. Prayers for anybody who's living in fear of another. No one should live in fear. Let's manifest that be released from anyone who is holding that kind of energy. And special prayers for safety for those who are in the eye of this tsunami storm that's hitting, all those big waves that are coming in. Uh-oh, something happened here. It didn't upload. All right, I might have to do it a different way today. For Sally's prayer, thank you for that. Whoops. All right, I'm going to see if I have to do it with a screen share. Okay, we're going to try it this way. It will be the first time I've tried this, so bear with me. Okay, so can you all see what's on the screen, and can you hear me as I'm reading the names? That is the question. And hello, Marietta. Hello, Hope Wellington Marshall. All right, let me see what this looks like. There we go. So you can see it. All right, good. So just remember that each one of these is someone that you care for, someone that we've been asked to pray for. And the first one is our Prachetta, Prachir, and Goofy. Mina and Neil, Navriti, Jasmine and her daughters, her whole family, Billy Hawkins and her family, Sheila and Kevin Gooden and family, Gary Langford, Cecil Boone, and all of his and my sister Loretta's children and all of their families, Nola, Joanne Castrillo and her family, and especially her daughter Jackie and grandson Eris, Dolores Cook, LZ, Elaine, Deirdre and Thump, Deirdre's sister and family, Adriel, Tia Fernetti, Mickey, Suzanne Millard and her family, and I'll be seeing Suzanne really soon, Jacob, Marietta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jim, Ryan, Josie and her mom, and let's call in our sweet Ricky to help us with these prayers today, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio, and all of their family, praying for Jim as he's got some surgery coming up soon. Jean and Ron Lorio, lifting our Auntie Jean up for physical health and well-being. And let's Visualize her in perfect health. Mary Lou Burdick and family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, her family, her fur babies, Fred, Rosalind Good Vibes, Jimmy Wright, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, Stacy Phillips, Kathy and Bob Hand and all of their family, Christina, Gage, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss and family, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, Hope Wellington Marshall, Zena and the girls, and Hope's parents, Carrie Baker and dad, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Annie Seven and Grayson, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman. Wasn't it fun to meet Gail yesterday? And let's lift her and her family up. And I want to add her sister Joanne into the prayers. Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul and their daughters, Beata and Juliana, Linda Lemieux, Linda lifting you up for complete healing and perfect health, and lifting your sons and your grandchildren and your friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord, their children and grandchildren, and Mary Lord, John, Tatiana, Buster, Wayne, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Blue Jean and Dave, and all the fur babies, and especially now we're holding Dolly for whatever's going on with her physically, and praying that there's nothing to be concerned about and everything will work perfectly with Dolly's world. Praying for Rain, who is there with Dolly, Chance and Shasta, Noelle, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie, and Dylan and sweet baby Max, and I get to see them and get big hugs really soon. And for Dylan's father, Paul, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Lilianne in Norway and all of her family, Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, baby Divine and all their families, Caden, Tinsley Rose, Kat, Candy and Pastor Bruce, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and all of your family over in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Jeannie Aguilar and her grandson, and I hope to get an update on when that surgery is going to happen for her grandson. Eric, Tammy Fisk and family, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Lori, Kelly, Stephen, Catherine, Dr. Ruth Anderson and her family, and especially her sister-in-law Sharon, Jeannie's sister Merle, Deb Goldberg, who I'm with right now, and praying for all of her family and travel prayers for her husband, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Len Gallagher, Mary Crincoli in Florida and all her family and friends there, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Akil and the Pakistan orphans in the whole area of Pakistan, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Dido Clark and Harry, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Claudia, Mary Ann Peace and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and family, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Sue and her grandchildren, Janie Stamler, Claudel Jackson, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Jerry, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Kumpelmans, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Yolanda, Selby Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her entire family, Joey, Terry, Solar and Maya, Leanne, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Marisol Soto, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers and daughter Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal and David Reiger, Selby Barnes and Odd Barnes, Gunn Ellen Sundahl, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia Benedita, Rebecca Stewart Rickardson, Sonia Kay, Miles, Anjali Baha, Paula Graca, David Brett, Colleen, Dallin Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Brandy Chari and family, and praying for your aunt, Brandy, JT, Francis, Shauna, Danielle Riverin and family, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Catherine DeSanti and her sister, Mary Jane, Carol Caruso, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Osei, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Daniel McGraw, Minner Broomley, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabriel S., Ina, Donna, Nancy, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Kim Bevan, Gabby Forster, Don B., his daughter and granddaughter, the Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capoli Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, any areas in our world where there's conflicts, and any place where there are abused individuals and groups. Ashley Miller, Alina, Susanna, Lana, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Bentner, Shoshana Sebring, Stephen, Keith, LP, Adam Holmes, Bob Smith, Chris, Christina and Clint, Janine, Heather, Kim, Jennifer, Cassandra Brown Henry, Tim Smith, Jeanette and Eric, Rachel Warren and family, Mark Hunter, Pat, Ainsley Grace and mom, Kathleen Biscomi, Betty, Judy Dorn, Kelly, Alma Jean, Jim Mershon's father, Rebecca Abraxas, Dana Rados, Darlene Trainer, and all of your family and your fur babies, Patricia, Jennifer Schwab and family, Steve Newman and Carol, Janet, Blue's sister Timmy, Margarita Estrada, Donna Sobel, and her daughter Joanna, Soma, Christopher LZ, Emerson, Louisa Almeida, Patricia Torinas, Don Baker and his family, and especially his daughter Gia, Norman Ratner and Monica, Richard Scarborough, Richard James, Andre, Latrulia, Kathy's co-workers, and many prayers for her supervisor recently diagnosed with cancer, Amanda and Mandy, Rose, Danica and Annette, Mike, Emmanuel from Zambia, Lucy's mom, Mary, Thandi Williams Weiss, and Vanette Hilma Mazel Kokahom, Justin Brown, James, Justina, Hans, Sherry Graham, the Wilk family, Ken and Tabitha, Susanna, Kelsey, Aunt Una, Max Smith, Jackie, Jeremiah, Noel Marshall and Bob Warner, Vinny, Dylan's Uncle Chris, Linda M., Martha, Shad Anderson, Joy, Holly Ann, Zita, Beiji, Allie, Bree, Stephen Hoskins, Tara, Soma, Ben, Pat, Dee Dee, Linda, Julie, Dana Benson and Kitty, Lauren Olivia, Alex, Margie, Anne, Rio, Mark, Adam, Alexandria, and Lexi, Robin Miller, Jennifer Mitchell's family, Werner, Terry, Liz Eden and Serenity, Keith Leggett's family, Leah, Gina Marie Burrell, Janine, Rihanna Stowell and family, Kathy's brother Paul, Chloe's family, Bob P., Ricard, Rhea, Paisley, Yoli, Carrie Kiss, Bentley, Dr. Maria Hughes, Elijah, Tony Ventura, Susan Flo and family, Sparkle, Vicky, Alyssa, Paula, Carla, Layla, Allie, Linda's sister Martha, Joanne, the flood areas, anywhere there's flooding going on, and especially now with what's happening on the West Coast, Arthur Peretti, Nell Kay, and Michael Fanone. So if you have others to add to the list, please let me know. And let's lift all of these prayers up. We release them and we've laid them before you, God, into your hands, knowing that your love surpasses all understanding. May we find peace in surrender, patience in waiting, and joy in receiving. Teach us to remain steadfast in hope and to look for the signs of your presence in all that unfolds. Thank you, Creator, for the blessings yet to come, the lessons we will learn, and the love that surrounds us all. And please say this prayer with me. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. And we lift all these prayers, and we have faith, trust, and belief that they are all heard and acknowledged and answered for the best and highest good of all. Thank you all for participating in the prayers today. And again, let me know if there are updates, and we will certainly adjust that on the list. And I have the wonderful Deb Goldberg in the room with me. Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Oh, it's so awesome to be here with my friend.
It is.
I get to spend a couple of days with Deb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great surprise.
Yeah, it was a beautiful surprise for me too, because I wasn't sure that I was going to be coming near her, but yes, very close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, worked out great. Have a beautiful morning, everyone.
Thank you, Deb. All right, so we're ready to get out of here. And we do that with those words that Deirdre just shared. Thank you. I love you. And let's get Leo taking us out of here for our morning and going on with this beautiful day.
Good morning, Earthlings.
I love you.
Get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day.
Everybody's saying hello to you.
Aw, that's sweet.
It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One of the peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. Create a portal where we can be together.
Do the dance. With Leo's music, you have to dance. It's a requirement.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the P's and the pod.
Even with all the glitches with the prayer presentation, we're still getting out of here on time. Oh, thank you, Susan.
Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling off from the top. The coffee's always on.
I did.
This is always yours. The sun is
Maybe
calling
back up.
out. Today's
Oh, I forgot to play the chimes. I usually play those while I'm doing the prayers. Hold it by the circle. Move it. Water.
Start the day on a high vibe because the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas in the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love
Oh,
you,
Kathleen, I
namaste.
see that. I will definitely make that change. Thank you.
Start the day on a high vibe because the AAA. Morning cup of full of joy with all the peas in the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Oh, awesome, Darlene. Yes, keep working with Cassiel. Wonderful angel to work with. We'll have a new angel. Oh my goodness, not this coming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, we'll have a new angel. The angel class happens at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on the second Wednesday of each month. Okay, here we go. Accept, align, allow. Allow those miracles in. That's right, Leo. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Peace in the pod, that's us. Leo, that's why I say it twice, Leo. Every time I say Leo, I have to say it twice. All right, you're going to help Leo end the song? You know what to do. There you go, Jibby. Oh, Darlene, I hope you can. Put it on your calendar. Tell your boss you need off in time to be somewhere at 7 o'clock. Oh, thank you, Andrew Greg. Woo, with love and AAA. And shout out to Marietta. I know you're listening. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Thankful Thursday. And I want to hear lots of gratitude tomorrow. What are you manifesting that you're grateful for? And I love you. Namaste, y'all. Bye for now.